Hello, welcome to Unrestricted View Film Festival. My name's James Wren, I'm the festival director. And today I'm joined by Viviana de Capua, who is the director and creator of Red Velvet Revolution, is part of our web series competition. Hi Viviana, how are you doing?
Hi, James. I'm doing well. And you? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, sure. So I am a freelance videographer and independent filmmaker. I moved to London immediately after I graduated in cinema at La Sapienza University of Rome, and I co-founded the London Filmmakers with Riccardo Cavani. I can say that I wrote the first drafts of all my scripts when I was really young. But those screenplays, they grew up with me, day by day, year by year. The characters, the plots, the themes, everything evolved during the years, and it was affected by what was happening in the world, what was happening in my life, my readings, my studies, my experiences. So I think there is a deep connection between my past, my present, and my future, and everything is because of the stories that I wrote.
Yes, yeah, lovely. And so Red Velvet Revolution, I mean, that's one of these obviously fantastic stories you've written. So
Yes.
where did that come from? What sort of, where did the idea for the series come from?
It was an idea that hit me in summer 2010 by looking at what was happening with social media, influencer, YouTubers, combined with the feelings that the economical powers have the final word on everything in our life. So it's like they use puppets to corrupt our wishes, our desires, and they are presenting these lifestyles, and they convince us that in order to be happy, we have to achieve this kind of lifestyle. So everything is affected by this, jobs, fashion, cinema, music, and this like an invisible force which control everything. And that's from this maelstrom of thoughts that the idea of Life Maker was born.
Oh, right, fantastic. And whereabouts did you shoot? Was it in London or?
Yes, yes. We filmed the pilot, both the pilot and the other 9 episodes in London. The pilot in a very small studio flat that was my studio flat at the time 2 years ago when we filmed, and then with the money that we raised through the crowdfunding campaign, we booked some other spaces to complete the filming of the other 9 episodes.
Fantastic, fantastic. And how long was the shoot? How long did it take to do the whole thing?
The pilot was 1 day, the shooting of the pilot lasted 1 day and a half. And that was a real challenge for 16 minutes pilot. And for the other 9 episodes, it was 3 days. That's 3 days, yes.
Fantastic, that's brilliant. And so obviously when you're working that quickly, there's a team with you. I mean, are these people that you worked with before? Did you know the cast and the crew, or had you worked with them before?
No, sorry. I was anxious to answer your question, and I met the cast through a casting call I opened on Star Now. Okay. I remember like it was yesterday. I made all the cast through these casting calls, and then for the other 9 episodes, a member of the cast introduced me to Kay, who play Valantis, and I recruited one of my friend Matisse to play Rem. But and the crew there was no crew for the pilot. It was me and my camera, my Canon 5D. Mark III. For the other 9 episodes, instead, I was helped by Riccardo Cavani, who is the co-founder of London Filmmakers, and just a couple of friends. That was all. Yes.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, well, everyone pitching in. That's good.
Yeah.
So, do you want to take the series further? Is there an idea for series 2, or do you want to sort of pitch it to TV, or?
Yes, so the original script of Red Velvet Revolution, the one that I wrote in 2010, was actually about the first unit of life makers who decide to fight against the system and who are supported by Ninfeo, this mysterious island with the perfect society, which is mentioned in the series. So my goal would be to use that script to make another season of Red Velvet Revolution. But that kind of screenplay requires a higher budget. It's more clear, more simple to understand, to be honest, less experimental, but we need a higher budget. So we are definitely considering TV as a possibility with the executive producer who joined at the very end of this journey. And yes, I really would like to work with the same actors though. I would like to ask them to play different roles but still be in the series, because we made the zero budget series because of them, because of their commitment. So I hope that they will work with us for the other series as well.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And so, aside of series 2, is there anything else you're working on at the moment? Any other projects?
Yes, that's something which was in my heart for many years. There is another sci-fi short film. This one is set at the end of the 19th century, and it offers me the possibility to talk about a different kind of mass control, and also to explore other topics which I consider really important: refusal to grow, relationship with parents, relationship with religion, and discrimination.
Fantastic. So, when are you hoping to start shooting that?
Unfortunately the situation it's with the COVID-19, it's for independent filmmaker is a real struggle. But if you ask me how much, if I'm going to work really hard to make this happen within 2 years, my answer is yes. I will work really hard for this to happen by 2022, hopefully.
Fantastic, brilliant. All right, just a couple of quick questions for you. As a director, who is your favorite director? Is there someone you look up to, aspire to be like?
This is, for me, this is the most difficult question ever. I'm always scared that they are going to ask me this question, because it's like, for me, that I grew up with cinema. I feel I have so many feelings for so many directors, which is almost impossible to choose one of between them. But I think my answer would be a tete-a-tete between Francis Ford Coppola and Andrei Tarkovsky. Both of them are, yeah, I would say that the iconic eyes of Francis Ford Coppola, yeah, I think was really. I think my filmmaker studies was really affected by the movies of Coppola. That's
Yeah.
I'm always struggling with this question. I'm so sorry about that.
Everyone, don't worry. It's all right. I'm going to ask you one more, because obviously Red Velvet Revolution is a series. Is there any particular? I mean, there's so much on the streaming channels at the moment. Is there one particular TV series you really like at the moment?
At the moment, like in this moment, I can tell you that my favorite TV series for 7 years, like, and still was Breaking Bad.
Oh yes.
I was like, I cannot deny this, but there was like, then I started the competition after I watched Chernobyl last year. which is another series, 5 episodes, that for me, Chernobyl was like the perfect series ever. When I watched it, I was obsessed with it for many months, because I was like, it's perfect. 5 episodes, incredible cast, incredible crew, every department, it's reached a very high level. So I would say at the moment, my answer would be between Breaking Bad, which is historical, have been in my heart for many years, and Chernobyl.
Fantastic. Viviana, thanks so much for chatting to us today. And Red Velvet Revolution will be playing on Saturday, the 18th of July, as part of the web series competition. You can get tickets at unrestrictedview.co.uk. Now, straight after this, we're going to have a trailer from our sponsors at Free at Last for their fantastic series, Agatha Raisin. But Viviana, thanks again for joining us. It was lovely to speak to you.
Thank you so much, James. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Who's Melissa?
Just a writer friend.
Oh God, what's happened to us?
You and Charles were all over each other. Hands off me, Fraith. Agatha?
There's no sign of James.
Please, will you just come back to me?
I need you to help me find out exactly who Melissa Shepherd was.
We're from the Agatha Raisin Detective Agency.
My wife says that you've been round asking questions.
There's a dark underside to the Cotswold. It's not all thatched cottages and cream teas.